But you'll be able to fly this flying machine, you'll be able to play the game during Carnival, you'll double assassinate, you'll have the axe, you know, you'll have the spear and everything. But this is just like 5 minutes of 25 hours of the game. This is what we're doing back in Montreal. We have Venice, but we also have Florence, we have Tuscany. So, you know, and all about the kingdom is gone from the first game. You travel between cities, but there will be mission everywhere. So no places where there's like, it's like empty. Everything is like really full this time around.
I mean, it looked like, I mean, literally, it was like anybody that liked Assassin's Creed. I mean, I obviously liked Assassin's Creed and played the first one, so it's like, for me sitting here, I'm pretty sure for most people, it just looks like you have done what everybody was hoping, which was just give us more.
Yes,
so
exactly, that was the goal. Like when we started in January 2008, already, yes, we're in 9 right now, right? So we said, okay, let's do everything that we wanted first. Let's listen to people, what they want to put in an Assassin's Creed game, and then let's, you know, bring totally new stuff that we never taught. Like flying machine was not something we wanted to do in the first game, for example. That's new, but we wanted to give diversity, surprise the player a lot more. So mission types, gameplay, weapons, like we went, and also one main thing, we added up the economic system.
Yeah.
So now you can buy your gadget, you can buy your weapon, you can buy upgrades, so and everything has value around you. So you can loot, you can steal money.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like, it creates like, the world and the universe we're creating is even like more alive than the first game.
That's awesome. That's super good news for all of us Assassin's Creed fans. Let me look and see if I can throw some audience questions at you. I'm sure that'd be awesome. All right, so Jeff Posley out of Paris wants to know what sorts of things, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit. It's new in terms of side quests and some of the missions and stuff.
Well, I'll give you an example of there's like 100 missions on the main narrative path and 100 missions on the side. It makes roughly 200. And a good example I'll give you is like the new notoriety system, right? Ezio he's known in Italy. He's the assassin, he's the assassino, but nobody really know actually where he is. But when you start playing, you start, you know, messing around with the world, you start assassinating, doing climbing all around, people will say, oh, the assassin is in town, you'll be notorious, right? And being notorious will open up new side quests that are not available if you're like incognito. And those side quests will be going around, finding all the witnesses of your fight and everything, and assassinate them. You can go and bribe the orators. Remember the guys who were talking around? Well, now they will talk about you. They will say, oh, the assassin is in town, he done this and that and that. But you go around, you pay him, and I will stop talking about you. Or you can go around and find all the posters of your face, and take them. And then the notoriety level will go down, and then the guards won't be actively searching you again. So that's like one example. We also have side quest assassination, right? Like in the first game, there was only the 9 guys you had to assassinate. Right. Now sometimes you can be hired to become an assassin.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Especially like, so that makes me wonder, like, so you get like these characters coming up to you and saying, hey, I got a problem with this guy over here.
It's not exactly how it works.
Yeah.
You'll have like, there's a place where you go and anonymous letters will be sent to the assassin. I have a problem with my neighbor. Maybe if you go, and then you make money out of that.
And then you buy your gadgets.
Exactly.
It's good business.
And then you buy your upgrades, because Leonardo da Vinci likes to be paid for his upgrades.
I gotcha. Let's see here. Michael out of Poland, he wants to know, I mean, we saw obviously the blades in there. Are we going to be seeing any swords or any other business like that?
Other swords?
Yeah.
Well, we're introducing new weapons type. So we have the sword, we have the small dagger that we had, but we're introducing the double-handed swords, the bigger ones, like the axe that we showed, and also the spikes. So halberds and the other like longer weapon. And each weapons like that will have a special ability. So if you hold like the attack button, you have a special ability that you can, but you have to train yourself. Because something I didn't mention is Ezio, the main character, he's not an assassin at first. He's like a normal dude living la dolce vita, you know, having fun with his friends and everything, and then something happened to him and he will then have to learn to become an assassin if he wants to survive. So that's basically also, oh, now there's the rabbits got going on. Oh, those rabbits, right? They're everywhere. Like, even like...
kind of tied to him, I guess, to Ubisoft.
Yeah.
I've got Catherine out of San Francisco, California.
Yep.
Will there be any achievements the player will need to unlock since there are a lot more quests included in this installment?
Any achievements?
Will there be any achievements that the player will need to unlock since there are a lot more quests included in this installment? I guess she's basically just asking about the achievements you guys are packing in here.
Yeah, well, like the achievement, the way we work is we do it at the end when everything's done, and we try to figure out like, there will be like easier achievements, some hardcore ones, just like, you know, to make it even better.
Pretty good on the achievements last time.
Yeah. I think it was like I saw like a lot of people finished our achievements. In fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like it was a good number of people who finished the game, so I'm happy about that. And then a lot of people like went in and tried to get those 420 flags.
Oh,
yeah, my fault.
Hard. Alex Williams got a very good question here at Springboro. He wants to know what other inventions does Da Vinci make for you?
Well, he's the one doing those double hidden blades. And you saw the trailer. Da Vinci like understand the core mechanic of a gun and make it really small, and then he put it on your wrist blade. So that's an example of but other machines I cannot talk about today. But flying, you mean, you know, it's pretty awesome. You know how the idea about the flying machine, it came from like, we had a debug mode and we showed people around because and the character would fly because for us, you know, and then I said, let's do the flying mode for real. So
that's a good way to do it. This is actually a good question that ties into the last thing. Hopefully, if you care to talk about the story much, Sy out of Jersey City, New Jersey, he wants to know, will there be any linkage in game between Ezio and his ancestor Altair? We've seen the last of Altair.
No, you haven't seen the last of Altair, that's for sure, because it's going. You know, I'm not supposed to talk about it, but it'll be in the PSP game. So if you want to continue the story of Altair, PSP is the way to go. But then also, and that's it, I cannot say. But Desmond is back, so for sure, Desmond, you know, Desmond is the link. And yes, it's like, it's all about that family story that we're trying to tell. So it's still the assassin against the Templars.
Yeah.
So, right, the game starts right where AC1 ended. You remember, you're like stuck in the room?
Right.
This is where we start.
So this is a good question. Charles Butler, this actually ties in exactly what you're talking about. Charles Butler wants to know, out of El Paso, will the Animus and the company be explained more?
Yeah. Yeah, Desmond will do more than only walking around.
Okay, really?
Yeah. At least he's gonna run.
He is gonna rock. More flags, I take it, yeah?
No flags, but something else.
Like it,
yeah.
All right. And I've got Josh out of Amarillo, Texas. Everybody wants to know two questions now. When's it coming out? What platforms is it coming out? And also, how soon before that are we going to be able to get our hands on a demo?
Okay. Oh, demo. Okay. First, it's on Xbox 360, PlayStation, PS3, PC this holiday. The date was announced. It's November 17th of this year. And for demo, maybe I've got to talk with my producers and to see if we're going to ship a demo this time around.
I'll put in a word for the folks at home and just say, you know, like a little special E3 treat maybe, right? You already got this demo you made,
that's right.
Little E3 little special.
The entire city is available, and so we would have to do something special.
Like
so yeah, but you never know. You never know.
Definitely not.
Now with that, you know, you ask for it, maybe I can manage to do something about it.
Right on. I can hear the gentlemen in the control room give me some words of wisdom, but I quite can't make it out with some of the noise. So if you guys want to tell me one more time. All right. All right. I got it that time. So let me start off by saying thank you guys so much for coming by.
Pleasure.
Seriously, every time I get a chance to talk to you guys and see anything that you guys are working on, it's always
really, that's just the beginning. Like,
right on. Thank you.
All right.
We look forward to seeing the rest of it.
Yep.
Right now, we are going to continue with E3 2009 right here from the LA Convention Center live. We're going to be throwing it out to Homer Rabar, who is running around the EA booth, and this is what he brought back for us.